Hey guys, so I wanted to quickly speak to you about something. Um, this is my first video that I'm gonna be doing about the things that I would like to speak to you about because these are the things that are important to me. They are close to my heart. They are something that I have struggled with, something that I have experienced, and something that I've lived with on a daily basis since I was a child. So I remember since I was a kid, like I always had this bullshit detector inside of me that was just running all the time. And since the very beginning, I just had this inkling where I knew the situation that is surrounding me right now, or the events that are happening around me right now, or somebody who's speaking to me is bullshitting, more or less. It's not of the frequency of love. It's not of the vibration of love, care, respect, and growth. Right? It's not of that vibration. It is something off, and it doesn't bring me my well-being. It is meant to cause me damage. So all of this was recognized. It was on the radar, but there's this voice inside your head. So this guy, when I was really young, um, this is probably on the second date. He's like, "I love you," and I'm like, really?" I was just like, in my head, I was thinking, that's such bullshit. That's just such bullshit. But I didn't say anything. I was like, "Yeah, you do." Oh my god. I played along, and God knows I had to pay for that. I had to pay for that dearly. I went through a really bad phase of my life, and that actually kicked me right back into my senses that I have to listen to this voice. But it happened in installments because the fear of speaking my truth was just was big. Was big. I must have paid like a huge penalty or something way back in my time at some point. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, until unless we don't get to the point where we are speaking from our heart, we speaking from our truth center, the universe is gonna find us situations, or God or source is gonna find us situations that are gonna help us to bring us closer to who we really are, where we get the situations and the opportunities to speak our truth, to present our truest self possible. It doesn't have to be like this is the absolute truth that I can be, because we're gonna be constantly evolving, right? It's not that like, yeah, I've reached the final stage. I don't know if there is a final stage, you know. So yeah, so basically, like, it's from moment to moment. Like, if for example today you ask me, hey, do you want to go out? And instead I would really like to just do nothing, and I would be like, yeah, we could, but you know what, that we could do it in the evening instead, and we could go out at that time. But I know in my heart that I don't want to go anywhere at any time of the day with anyone. So I'm still dilly-dallying with the truth, right? I'm still contemplating, should I not say it? And I could have multiple reasons for that. I could think that I don't want to offend this other person, or I could have a reason that, I just want to play nice, or I just want to be agreeable. But the matter of the fact really is that I'm afraid. I'm just afraid. I just don't know how to say this to you. And if you don't get it, and you're like, no, let's go, then I would hate on you. I would find it easier to hate on you, instead of just looking inside and be like, hey, what's the big deal? And just saying, no, I don't want to go out, or I don't want to talk right now. Can we talk later? Yeah, I'll give you a call later, or whatever. So, bullshit detector, we all have it. I call it the bullshit detector, but it's really just like we all know the truth. Yeah, we always, the truth is always going to be there. It's always going to be in the background. It's our job to bring it to the foreground, It's our job. And every time we don't listen to the voice of truth, and we go ahead and we say the things that are considered agreeable, we try to play along and try to be nice, or you think you don't want to offend other people. Every time we do that, the universe is like, all right, time to kick some ass. you know well, you can keep playing that game for as long as you like, but you know what, you're gonna reach that point in your life where you're like, oh god, that's it. Universe, I'm gonna let it out. I'm gonna let it out all at once. I'm gonna just be with the truth at all times, come what may. Come what may. And that is exactly what the universe is really rooting for. It's like, yeah, cool, awesome, come, I'll teach you all about it. This is, so when I speak, you listen. Okay, all right, I'm gonna listen. And honestly, one more thing that I would like to add on this is, when we hate on people that create those scenarios for us, we still don't entirely get it, but it is still one of the steps towards getting it. So don't be hard on yourself if you're still not able to love the source. If you're still not able to love the person or the source that your conflict was issued from, the passage that served as a medium for your lesson to come to you. Don't hate on the messenger. Don't hate on the messenger, because that is regressive. That's going to still deter you from the path that you are on, which is the path of truth, which is the path of completely embodying your true self. Why I'm saying that is because a lot of people, including me, we are still stuck in false constructs. There are these narratives that are going around and people have bought into it, and they really think that that's true. And most of those constructs and narratives are self-restricting, to say the least. But it's exactly what you attract. Those are the things that you needed. You attracted them to yourself. Those are the things that you needed to really get onto your own bullshit. You turn against your own bullshit. It's like, no, that's it. Enough. I've had enough. I'm good enough. I'm good enough. And I'm worthy. I'm worthy. I'm worthy of the truth, and I'm worthy of keeping it, and I'm worthy of expanding it, and I'm worthy of love, of both providing it and receiving it. I am. So, summing it up, we all got a Vulture Detector, right? And by that I mean that we all know the truth. It's all there. We hear it all the time. We choose not to hear it. We choose not to speak it or to act on it. The things that we want to do, the plan that we have for our life, we choose not to choose it. So that is second. Third is, don't hate the messenger, right? We're always going to attract the situations and people in our life that will push us to recognize our own bullshit. Recognize our own bullshit, the ways that we are limiting ourselves, the construct that we have bought into that limit our beautiful self from expressing itself, its authenticity. Let go. Let go. Eventually the pain of holding on is going to get so much more harder to bear, that letting go is going to be easier. And that's the point when it will automatically, the truth will just burst right out of you. It'll just burst right out of you. But you can make a choice way before that happens, and that is where the intellect comes into play. That is the power of discernment, and to understand that we have been playing the old narratives repeatedly for ourselves, believing that we are this, we're this, we're that, we're this happened to me, this happened to me, and that is why I'm like this. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I get it. Get abused when you were younger. You didn't have the power to protect yourself, to do anything about it. You didn't. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault. But now, what can we do about it now? Do you want the story to continue playing? Or do you want to make your own story? Do you want to change how your life is going to look from right on now? From here on, moving forward, what it's going to be like? Are you going to live your dreams and hopes? The dream that you came here with? Are you going to explore that? Or are you going to you're going to keep those old narratives and forget to build new ones? Right? But remember, don't be hard on yourself. The whole universe is rooting for you. People who are doing their work are rooting for you. People who have reached that point and received the lessons and have moved forward are rooting for you. There's a whole collective. We're rooting for you. We're sending out energy. We're sending out our love and blessing. You can do it. You can really do it. The day you decide that you've had enough, that's the day. All right. I love you, folks. Bye.